welcome to, oh, that was a bit, welcome back to my chat. And rewind. Hello! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Johanna, me, my dog and books. And today I decided off the hoof, well, I've got a couple of video ideas in the mix that a few of you actually have given me that I wasn't quite prepared for, but one that I kind of was, my notes, was book releases I'm excited for in September. I've never done one of these videos before, but I used to always kind of keep an eye on what was coming out and what I'm looking forward to. So in no particular order, and two I actually have a hold of because I've got arcs of them. I'm going to fire through some of the books that are on my radar. I've not read them, so I cannot confirm if they're any good, but mostly their synopsis, but also their cover, intrigues me. So I'm excited to check them out. Won't always, I mean, if you can pre-order, that's amazing, but not everybody can. I can't always either. Apparently it's always good for authors and booksellers for getting in books, but also like ordering from or making requests to your local library. I do that a lot for new books, and most libraries are, what's the word, welcoming of it. I can't think of the word. So I should have put these in date order, but I didn't, so I've just got them in my notes of the books that I've seen that I've been interested in. And I've already started to make lists. I've already got like 2 books in October I'm kind of excited for. I think they're actually out in September. The reason is not that, oh excuse me, can you get through one of my videos without me yawning? Probably not. I spotted them because I think they're out in the US or Canada in September, but not here. So I'll keep it, well, I'll make another video like this if you find this helpful and useful to watch, so you can let me know. The first one is The Impossible Life by Haig. I'm actually going to see it, so technically in the UK this comes out at the very end of August. I'm actually going to see him at the Edinburgh Book Festival on the 25th, 26th, and I think it comes out 29th, 26th of August in the UK, but it's like 3rd of September in the US or in Canada. So I did request an arc of this and I didn't get on NetGalley and I didn't get it. I think it's been very popular, and so fair dues. I do really enjoy Matt Haig's books. I enjoyed The Midnight Library. Most of the ones of his I tend to enjoy more are his non-fiction, so Reasons to Stay Alive, Notes on a Nervous Planet, The Comfort Book. Those are ones that I really enjoy more, although I have enjoyed quite a few of his fiction. This one is a fiction book set on the island of Ibiza. Did I say the title? Oh my goodness. The Life Impossible? I mean, it's there, so yeah, I obviously have. So you follow a retired teacher called Grace who's been left a dilapidated house in Ibiza by a kind of long lost friend. Certainly someone that they haven't been in touch with for a period of time. So they go to Ibiza to try and discover the mystery surrounding her friend's life and death. And at that point is where apparently she has to also then face her own past, whatever that is. So apparently it's a story of hope, transformation, and the life-changing magic of a new beginning. So I do like, he does tend to write a little bit of hope and about new beginnings and things into his books, so I'm very excited about that. Let me know if you've read any Matt Haig books. Have you read any at all? What's it, the one with the humans? Humans? Is it called The Humans? I think I've read that one. And a few others. Yeah, so let me know in the comments. Next one is called Here One Moment by Liane Moriarty. Moriarty? Is that how you say it? So, as with another author in this list, I adored Big Little Lies, but I detested 9 Perfect Strangers. So I don't know where this one's gonna land. It's Here One Moment, kind of deemed a thriller, I think. And so there's basically, the premise is there's a bunch of people getting on a domestic flight, and none of them realise that this flight will change their life forever. And that's not that anything happens to the flight. They all land at their destination, but they then the passengers go on to tell family and friends of this weird lady on the plane that was called the Death Lady, I think it was, who predicted their death, right? Anyone getting what's that film? Final Destination vibes, okay, from this, because what soon happens is like 3 of the passengers die as predicted. So all of a sudden, all the other passengers start to think, how do I make the most of what I've got left in my life, of what time I have left, and or how do I elude this fate? I'm very excited about the sound of this. I'm kind of hoping it's better than 9 Perfect Strangers, because I detested that book. I can't even, I DNF'd it, I didn't even finish it, I couldn't even watch the adaptation. But Big Little Lies I loved. And I think, what dates have come out? 26th of September. And there's an event in one of our local Waterstones with Liane Moriarty for this new book. So I think I might, tickets are only like a £5, I think. So I might go along to that, because I am very interested in this book. Next one is of the ilk of a lot of kind of Japanese translated literature, sort of contemporary fiction. It's called We'll Prescribe You a Cat by Syou Ishida. I think I've pronounced that correctly, and if not, I'm so sorry. And basically, cover. It comes out on, I didn't even write the date it came out. Oh, no, the 5th. It comes out on the 5th of September. You find out about this Kokora clinic that is down like a cobbled lane in Kyoto, I think it is. And only those who are going through significant emotional pain can find this clinic. And when they go to this clinic, those patients are then identified and prescribed a cat as medication. So like they're matching these people who are feeling a lot of emotional pain. And that's all I know. It gives me like Before the Coffee Gets Cold, is that what it's called? And a few of those other books vibes. Anyway, cover and synopsis. And there's cats involved. It'd be even better if it was dogs, but I love cats as well. I used to have a cat. But the witch is allergic, so now we can't have any more. We only found out he was allergic to our cat, who was called Tosca. Loved her. We had her for 10 years, and it was about a year and a half in when we adopted her from cat protection, and a year and a half in we discovered the witch was allergic, but it was too late because she was already in the house, so we had to go and inhale her for the remaining 10 years of her life. I thought that was a fair enough compromise, to be honest. Anyway, so I do love cats. I love all animals. I'm a bit scared of some animals, but I love them all. Then the next, which comes out, so where am I going with this? Yes, so on my weekend, my community page, my community tab, but also I've just mentioned it in my weekend reading vlog, which we'll see after this, is I'm really looking for cosy mysteries with no romance, or little romance, like definitely not a big plot line. And one made me think was the Thursday Murder Club, because I was like, I should try reading that again, because I tried reading it and I DNF'd it. And I think that would be perfect, like non-romancy, cosy mystery. So I might try that again. Anyway, then I discovered Richard Osman, writer of said Thursday Murder Club, has a brand new series coming out called We Solve Murders, and it's out, when did I write it? The 12th of September. So obviously the style and stuff's very much of the Thursday Murder Club, but you follow a retired cop called Steve, who is no longer investigating, but he does a wee bit of on the side, but he likes his quiet life, the local pub quiz, hanging about with his cat. But then he has a daughter-in-law called Amy, who is the complete opposite, and adrenaline is what feeds her soul. I'm not really sure what her kind of job is, but she's currently on a job which involves being on a private island taking care of a world famous author, and then all of a sudden a body turns up, a bag of money, and a killer that's after Amy. So Steve has to come out of retirement. So I don't know if it's pure thriller or cozy thriller yet, but I'm liking the synopsis, so I'm kind of here for this. I think I want to give that a go. The next one I actually have a copy of, courtesy of HarperCollins. This comes out on the 26th of September in the UK, and it's called Honeybee by Donald Porter. Now, this is the other author. When it said Liane Moriarty. I keep saying that and always think Sherlock Holmes. Anyway, well, I love Big Little Lies, but hated 9 Perfect Strangers. For Donald Porter, I adored Cat Lady, like 5-starred it. But her other book, So Lucky, I detested it. I detested the characters. I think her other one was Cows. Hated it. So again, there's this like 50-50 chance that this will be amazing or not for me. So I think it's a book about, well, it says the buzzy new novel from Donald Porter, We're All Just Winging It, which, yeah, I think we all are. And this comes out, and this comes out in September, obviously, but it's based about the bittersweet and enduring bonds of female friendship. I think you follow 2, well, I'm not sure if there's more than one character. Well, there will obviously, but I don't know if the main characters. Basically, there's 2 friends, best friends from childhood, and and they're now in their early 20s, and they return to the island where it all began. That's kind of all I know. I love bees. I love the cover. And I'm optimistic. That it won't be like So Lucky or Cows for me, which I did not enjoy. And then the other one, I think I might have showed you in... spoiler. Might be in the weekend reading vlog that's coming up. I can't even remember anymore. But this is a non-fiction called Supremacy. AI ChatGPT. I can never say GPT. GPT and the Race That Will Change the World by Parmy Olson. So this is an absolute, well, basically I'll just say, discover the never before told story of the ruthless shadow race between Microsoft and Google as they compete to develop mass market AI while juggling existential questions of human ethics, human progress, and the future as we know it, which this whole thing terrifies me in a kind of Terminator, like on Terminator way, like, because it's so uncontrolled, right? And I think we're sleepwalking into an uncontrolled, unlegislated world of AI because you have very toxic big tech people behind it. This gives me anxiety to the level of the climate crisis. Like, this is as big. So that comes out on 12th of September. So I'm looking forward to that. And it was Macmillan Business. So, I was trying to remember who Parmy Olson was also the best-selling author of We Are Anonymous, which is about the hacker group, I think. The next one is a wee bit, I think, gothic horror, dark academia. It's Graveyard Shift by M.L. Rio, who was the best-selling author If We Were Villains. I've not read that. So if you have, let me know. That'd be good to know. Again, what days? It's out on the 24th of September. It's deemed dark academia, and you follow a group of misfits who meet in this local cemetery each night to, I think, unearth, pardon the pun, the mysterious lurkings of an open grave. It's deemed as modern, gothic, eerie, atmospheric, dark academia. That's all I know. The cover, beautiful. Actually, if anyone's read, I've not read anything by this author, or a few of the authors I mentioned, I've not read anything, so let me know, because I'm interested if Maybe I should read If We Were Villains beforehand. Just add more to my possibilities pile. And then I discovered, well, the start of the year when I first started this channel, one of the many things or challenges I challenged myself to was that this year would be the year I read Rachel Harrison. The author of Such Sharp Teeth, Cackle, is it Dollhouse? What's the other one I've got of theirs? Black Sheep. Have I read any of them? No. I really need to read them. Maybe I should be reading like... I'll not create another challenge in my head while I'm thinking about it. But she has another book out in September and I still haven't read any of the... How many have I got? 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 that I own and 1 from the library. So I think she's more horror, but not like kind of light horror, like horror for beginners. So I've heard. But she's got a new one called So Thirsty. Firstly, look at the cover. It comes out, when's it come out? It's deemed horror thriller, but more thriller, I think. The 10th of September. So you follow Sloane, who's the main character, and she is... Well, it's about to be her birthday, and she's dreading her birthday. She's don't want to get old, and she feels pretty underwhelmed with her life, and also doesn't want to admit the infidelities her husband's currently having, or has been having, unconfirmed. But she is surprised by her husband, who gives her a surprise weekend away, but not with him, but with her long-term bestie, Naomi, who is labelled troublemaker extraordinaire. So Sloane has ideas that this will be a weekend of cozy, cozy chill time with her girlfriend, just chillaxing. But no, Naomi's decided that Sloane needs to be out there having fun, and so she arranges a night out with some mystery strangers. And at that point, their life changes forever. What is not to like about that synopsis? Thing is, like, I can't buy it. I still haven't read any. What if I read Rachel Harrison and don't like any of her books? Do you ever do that? Do you ever buy about at least 3 or 4 books by the same author and you've still not read any of them? I need to sort that out. Anyway, maybe this is the time that nudges me to read the other ones before I even get that one. Rachel Harrison's, her books come out in paperback first. Well, only. I think that's a kind of author hierarchy. Is it like how... I don't know why you get hardback over paperback. Anyway, I kind of like that because when all my other books are... Hardbacks are nice for show, but for carrying around reading paperbacks, and when I've already got the books in paperback, I prefer to have the rest of the books in paper. Anywho's, that's just this side thought. But last but not least, I spotted online, and merely for the title and the cover is why I'm kind of excited about this. It's called The Village Library Demon Hunting Society. It's out on the 24th of September, and from reading the blurb, right, there's people that say this is like, imagine Jessica Fletcher from Murder, She Wrote works in a village library and she's having to fight a demon killer who's got like an ironic sense of humour. So I was like, that sounds perfect. Then someone said it's like a modern day meta Miss Marple. So I was like, just as I've been looking for books that might be in the realm of cosy mysteries, this one, hopefully, I mean, they never said anything about romance, and Jessica Fletcher never has a romance. It's what I love, Murder, She Wrote. So this sounds perfect. I've never read anything by this author. And, can't confirm if any of this book, never mind any of these books, are any good. But I am certainly very excited about them all. Do you fancy any of these books I've told you about? do you look ahead at books that are coming up, or is it mostly like books that may be coming up by your kind of favourite authors or auto-buy authors? I do that too. Other than, I don't think, Rachel Harrison, which is an auto-buy author of an author that I've never read, but I just buy their books. Matt Haig is maybe one that was definitely on my radar, because I booked tickets to go and see him at Edinburgh Book Festival, and it was around that time I realised it's because he's got a new book out, so I was very excited about that. And then the Donald Porter, Liane, Moriarty, not auto-buy authors for me tend to be not yet. So I hope to get my hands, well, I've got my hands on two, and I hope to get my hands on quite a few other of them, so I'll read them and come back to you with my thoughts. But let me know, is there any books that are coming out in September that you're excited for? Let me know in the comments. I should be adding to my TBR, because if some of you have watched my videos for a wee while now, you kind of get the gist of the books I like. And if not, just put down any book you're liking, you're looking forward to, because I always like to have a nosy, and then like if I've never heard of it, I always Google it and stuff. And sometimes that means my wish list gets massive. And what else was I going to say? Yes! If you like this video and would like me to do, so next month, would you like me to do books I'm looking forward to in October, or would you prefer me to do kind of longer one that's got like the last quarter of the month, or is it like, that might be pretty long though. Well, it's October is when we'll start to see, well, there should be Halloweeny, spooky type books coming out, but also it's the time of year, October is the time of year when the Christmas books come out. So, and I'm very particular about my Christmas reads, so we'll talk about that later. It is August and we need spooky time first. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, let me know. If you haven't already and would like to, please do subscribe. And I will see you soon for another video of bookish banter. And apologies, there was no doggos. Hold on a sec. There's doggo 1, Patty Cakes, who seems to have got both legs through one of your jumper arms. Excellent. That's fantastic. I need to sort that. And then we have Sleepy. She's like a curled up cinnamon bun. Lucy Lou. Both of them living their best. So now that you've had your doggo fix, nearly didn't get one there, I'll say bye for now and look forward to seeing you in another vlog.